Hi friends, Maria Gabriella here, your clinical pharmacist turned Ayurveda health counselor. So, I wanted to talk to you today about how my approach is different when working with one on one clients for weight loss and how it's different from what you'll see out there. And I've been thinking about this a lot since I launched my course Dream Body, and I've been exploring, the connection between rest, sleep, and weight gain. And, when I did research and I spoke to people in perimenopause and women in midlife, weight gain was a concern that kept coming up again and again. And honestly, in the past, I avoided it. I avoided talking about it and really kind of avoided the thing that it was like the biggest problem that a lot of my, people are having. And it's because I hate diet culture. But the reality is that it is something that we're concerned about at this time of life. And clients have come to me with that being their primary concern. And so, to be clear, I don't work with people to lose weight to like be their skinniest self, like, to get real thin. I work with them towards balancing the constitution to bring them back to what their body naturally is. So it really depends on their body type, what we're talking about. And I also don't ever work directly with weight loss. And I know that sounds kind of surprising, but here is what I mean. So I don't say, okay, I'm going to put you on this certain plan to cut your caloric intake or make you have a certain amount of exercise. What I do work with is generally four things, and it's actually almost like two things. They can be boiled down into two things. And it is number one, always increasing someone's digestive fire. And from the food standpoint, that would mean finding the right nourishment for them from the Ayurvedic standpoint. So this is based on their body's unique constitution or blueprint, and then whatever imbalances we're seeing that are coming up now. I also teach and reinforce the how, that the how you eat is just as important as the what you eat. The third one is to help my clients regulate their nervous system through establishing daily routines and deep rest practices, which is huge for the body's ability to actually lose weight. And then the fourth is teaching them the practice of self oil massage. Yes, it sounds very simple, but it is a huge one. And it has to do with taking care of something in Ayurveda we call the rasa dhatu. And we see this as both a detoxification practice and a regulation for the nervous system, which is very powerful. It's a powerful combination when we're talking about weight loss. So, for my clients, weight loss does happen, but it usually happens in a way where the client doesn't feel like they're making any effort towards it. It typically happens very gradually and sustainably, and it's like, oh, I'm losing weight. So one of the questions that I do get a lot and that I've definitely gotten recently is, will I have to give up X, Y, and Z? And you could put anything in that fill in the blank. We all have things that we're hanging on to. And sometimes the answer is yes. Most of the time though, I don't ever function in kind of black and white though. For me, most of the things are 80-20. Like you can do 80% of the time you want to avoid the thing that maybe you need to avoid, and a lot of you guys probably already know what that is for you. A lot of my clients come to me and immediately they're like, I know you're going to tell me to give up my whatever. And I'm like, yeah, we'll work towards whatever that is. But I'll give you an example. So I had somebody ask me recently, I'm a pitta predominant person, which means they have the more fire and a little bit of water in their constitution. And I love spicy food. Does this mean I can never have spicy food? And it always, of course, depends on the person, but let's just take this at its face value. So my response would probably be maybe initially we might have to avoid spicy food for a little while just to give the body like a healing container, maybe 3 months. Then we do the work so that it becomes 80-20, like I was saying. So where 80% of the time, spicy or heating foods are avoided for that person because we know it aggravates them. But then there's like 20% of the time where it's brought in and fully enjoyed. Okay. Now, it also might be that during certain times of the year, the person is feeling more balanced, like in the middle of winter, Spicy food might be an okay option. And so again, it's always coming back to how are you feeling? How are we using the principles of Ayurveda to balance you out? And as my mentor Mary Thompson says, Ayurveda does not make the rules. Your body makes the rules, and you're the one who has to learn the rule book. And I know some of us, we really struggle with really wanting to follow our body's rule book. So, if you're interested in learning more about my approach, there's a couple things. You can grab the starter kit that I have below. You also, if you go to my website, I have bookings for clarity calls where you can talk to me for 20 minutes about whether or not it's a fit. And I never do these as like, they're not hardcore sales calls. It's really, honestly, I want to know if it's a fit for you and for me, because I have definitely not taken clients that aren't a good fit for me and referred them out elsewhere. Or, of course, if it seems like we're a good fit to work together, I'll tell you that. And, it'd be hopefully beneficial for both of us. So, as always, I hope this video has served you today and that you have a lovely rest of your day.